A year full of lies leaving me confused. Posted by AdjustedSales012. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. I, 27F, have been dating this guy, 32M, for 10 months. We were ex-colleagues that kept in touch and basically hit it off very well and even considered as each other's best friends. Before we were dating, he was engaged with another girl, and I even helped to plan for his proposal overseas. A few weeks later, he told me that he had broken up with the girl and that things had ended. They had 2 dogs together, down payment for a house, so that complicated matters. We remained platonic for the whole of last year. Around the end of December last year, we started being FWB. Our mutual friends also knew that he had since broken up with his engaged girlfriend, ex. Fast forward to this year, we both developed feelings for each other early this year. However, he was extremely passive about it, and in March, I decided that a break was needed so we could both think about what we wanted and be honest about it. When the break ended, he apologized about how he was being passive and mentioned that he would like to try to officially date. This was when all our mutual friends then knew that both of us were dating. Things did improve since then. There were some quarrels here and there, but he always gave me the reassurance that he would work on it. I kept pushing for a commitment that we would be dating exclusively, but he gave the reason that he wanted to wait till the end of the year to make sure that things were clear with his ex. I had no reason to doubt him, of course, and it did seem reasonable as well. Throughout these few months, things were okay. I did doubt sometimes if he was serious given the long timeline, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt since even our mutual friends knew that we were dating. 2 weeks ago we went on a staycation to celebrate my birthday. Nice room, nice dinner, all the works, which cost him a bomb. I got drunk and kept pushing him for just 15 minutes of pure honesty. He said he needed some time off to think, and he went to the balcony. When he came back in, he packed up and said he was going to go off. The next day I woke up to a text saying that he had been in love and in a relationship with his ex for 3 weeks. He didn't have the guts to tell me and that he was apologetic about it. I didn't know exactly what to believe anymore, and I reached out to his ex. She then confirmed that they had never broken up. They have been staying together all along, and that while there were rough patches, they were working things out. She then asked me not to tell our mutual friends because this would ruin him, but afterwards, she sent me a nasty text to stay away from him even if I see him in the future. Honestly, I'm so confused by all these lies. We had been friends for 4 years before we even started dating, and I can't even fathom how does one lie so much? I have since become the third party that I never wanted to be in the first place. While I do understand that it's not my fault, it still left me feeling guilty that I unintentionally hurt another person. I have gone no contact now, but I'm still incredibly hurt over what has happened. It's been 2 weeks, but I honestly don't know how I will get through this. And now for the top comments. And now for our next story. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell mutual friends. Let them see him for what he is. And be sure never to let the scumbag back into your life. First, you need to expose him to mutual friends. It's not petty. I would want to know if I was your friend, what kind of person he is. Also, if there are other females in your friend group, he may end up doing it to one of them. From what you are saying, she said, which are you even sure it was her you were talking to? Like, did you talk or was it just messaging? Cause it may have been him if it was just messaging. But if you spoke with her, it sounds as if she may have known he was cheating on her. Or maybe they have an open relationship. Anyway, he played with your heart and emotions. I definitely think your friends deserve to know, and at that, you may find out who your true friends are. I'm sorry that this happened to you, but in reading your post, and I'm sure if you reread your post, you will find you ignored a lot of red flags. This relationship was a learning one. It taught you that you need to set boundaries. You need to keep to your boundaries, and just because you want someone to be a good guy, knowing how to see he really wasn't. The best advice I can give you on how to heal and get over him faster is to make 2 lists. A good one on all the ways he was good to you and all the things he did to make you feel good and special, then make the bad list. But you have to be brutally honest and list it all, even the things you were ignoring or dismissed. All the times he made you feel bad or told you, you were crazy, or you were too sensitive, or he was just joking, he wasn't. Write it all down. Then take the good list, rip it up. Those were the lies. Take that bad list, and you keep it with you. You read it anytime you have those thoughts or feelings like you miss him, you miss us. Read the bad list, that is the true him, that's who he really was. When we are in love with someone, we choose to ignore that list cause we don't want to believe that we would be in love with someone that bad. Good luck to you, and I pray you to heal fast and find peace and happiness. First of all, everything you are feeling right now is natural. Please take the time to process this, to learn from it, and to be able to move on. That being said, do not protect him from your friend group. This was his choice. You did nothing wrong and have rectified your life accordingly. We can only operate on the knowledge we have, so to think this was avoidable is foolishness. Just realize you are emotionally compromised right now, so avoid important decisions if any need to be made, and worry about yourself. Not this jerk off. And now for our next story. Am I getting cheated on? Posted by Jack_CJ. I'm 25M, and my girlfriend is 26F. I've been in this relationship with this girl for over 4 years now, and we recently moved into a long distance. So, since we moved into an LDR, we've been calling almost all days, and video calls etc., and our long distance is ending this December. So the problem is, she's been acting really not herself for the past few weeks. I tried talking to her in many different ways, and I tried understanding her. But it's making me more and more confused. She's just super ice cold with me and shows no interest in talking to me, but she still says I love you and words like that. Which is confusing me more. We used to talk dirty on most days, have fun, but the last 3 times she's been putting me down. We had this very strong communication which I feel is no more now. I feel she's hiding something from me. It's been a few weeks since this started, and I can't concentrate on my work or anything. Does she want me to break up with her? Is she acting like this because she doesn't want to be the one who ended our flawless relationship? Forgot to mention that she broke up with me once during the past 4 years, and we got back together. So what do you guys think? Am I overthinking, or is she cheating on me or something? And now for the top comments. As well, there is this thing about continued proper contact keeping the feelings of love alive and well. It is hormonal in the brain. Lack of contact allows those hormones to wane. The new person sparks them back to pumping for a new person, not you. Look up the neuroscience of love. Love is more than a feeling. Love is part lust, attraction and attachment. Attachment often lives on long after the other two have died out. This is the source of not letting you go and saying she still loves you. What she isn't saying, though, is she is no longer in love with you. How far away is she from you? Can you enlist the aid of someone else there to check up on her and see what is going on? Or, at the least, say you feel like she is being very distant and ask her why. After you return, be sure to get into her social media. In fact, if you can, do it now. Secrecy is never privacy, but using the consideration of privacy to hide the secrecy is all too common. Have you no loyal friends where she is at to tell you what she is doing and who she is seeing? Someone knows. You as well can fake her out by making her think you will return at a stated date, but do so early and surreptitiously observe to see what she is doing, who she is seeing. She will continue trying to hide it. They usually do. Long-distance relationships are difficult. If she is putting you down, that is not a good sign. A person doesn't do that to a person they love. Maybe both of you should break up and date someone where you live. Sudden changes in behavior are always meaningful. There is no reason for her to become cold unless something is triggering it. Usually, it's either confusion, guilt or delusion. In LDR, the lack of physical presence makes it easier for weaknesses to be preyed upon, especially on young people. Most likely, she's been receiving attention from someone else and ended up falling for it because it was filling a void for her since you weren't there. I warn you that this state of confusion between addiction, for attention, and guilt, for betrayal, can trigger a temporary delusion which can induce big changes in character, behavior and feelings. And now for our next story. Would my fiancé cheat on me? Posted by Delicious. Entrance 120. I've been with my fiancé for 6 years. He's an amazing man and great stepfather to my 12 years old daughter. I truly feel he's my soulmate, and we get along great. He's had a best friend since the 6th grade who's also a great guy. When they were in their early 20s, my fiancé slept with his girlfriend. They had a fallout for about a year and didn't speak. They made up and picked up right where they left off, and they hung out and talked all the time. He's married now, and I get a weird vibe from his wife. I've tried making friends with her, but I get mixed signals. I've felt she has flirted with him, and I personally feel like my fiancé finds her attractive or has a crush on her. My fiancé has never given me a reason to believe he'll cheat on me, but sometimes I worry because he's crossed the line with his friend. My question is, should I talk to my fiancé about, or am I jumping to conclusions and leaving it alone? And now for the top comments. Was he in a relationship when he slept with his friend GF? I think that might have bearing on this. Also, if he's never cheated on you that you know of, it might be as simple as you two having different ideas of what's acceptable. It's best to have the conversation and get on the same page before something happens that you deem really out of pocket. If your gut is telling you something, you should definitely address it. I hope it works out for you. If he's able to screw his friend over and still act like this with the friend's wife, then yes, he has not learned anything. A fallout for a year is not a long time, so he didn't have any real consequence. He probably likes feeling like he's the better option. It's not even about the woman. If you're having doubts and questioning his character, that's not a great foundation for a marriage. If you are expecting honorable character traits from a guy who betrayed his best friend and slept with the guy's GF, get ready for a tough wake up. Yes, he would cheat on you if he's not cheating already. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.